Good morning. Well, it's hard to Omara. It's 9 o'clock. You guys should do my show I made yesterday. Only have one smoke left. Get another pack when I finish this video, right? Yeah. Oh, you're not going to be a pro hockey player? Nah, man. No. Even though it's tempting, I'm not going to choose that over being a movie star. Are you crazy? And what if I flop as a player, guys? So I'm taking that risk. Yeah. There's nothing worse than me investing $13 million into the league. You know what I'm saying? There's so much hype for Ivan being a star player, and Ivan plays the league and he flops as a player. He doesn't score any goals. I can't keep up with the best players. I flop as a player. I just wasted $13 of my money. I'm not taking that risk, man. Whereas movies, it's not that as risky. Like, I can steer the ship for a movie, right? Yeah. I may not be as skilled as some of the Hollywood actors, but as long as I'm pretty good, I'm putting on a show on the screen, obviously, right? It's less risky, obviously, movies. And movies is cheaper too. And that's my dream. I want to be a movie star at the beach. That's my dream, obviously. Yeah. 2 days off. Today and tomorrow, and I work Wednesday, right? I have to work Wednesday, otherwise I don't get a check this Sunday. So I have to work this Wednesday. Get like my $100 check, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, your dreams being a movie star at BG. Yes, that's my dream. Being a movie star at BG, obviously. And the money I make off the book, I get to achieve that dream with VJ, right? Yeah. Get to achieve the dream with VJ with my book. That's why VJ's crazy. She cries obviously. She knows that book is a ticket, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I'm desperate. I got to. That book, you gross a ticket to billions in freedom. Yeah. $25 billion, $30 billion. Yeah, she knows that's a ticket to freedom. Yeah, financial control. That's why she's crazy. She wants a piece of my money, obviously. Yeah, I want a piece of your billions off your book. I got to. Yes, you got to. She's fucking stupid. Yeah. As VJ's recent pictures, she took pictures like in front of the resort and everything. Yeah, that's her dream. She wants to do with Ivan, obviously. She wants to live that life with Ivan. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I want to book a resort all to ourselves, just me and you, and I want to book the what? The luxury hotel suites around the world. Yeah, Victoria Justice wants to stay at suites around the world with me and book resorts. We can book a whole resort to ourselves, man. We're so rich, right? To book a whole resort for like 3 weeks will cost me maybe a couple $100,000, maybe $200,000. 150, $200,000. That's pocket change if you made 25, 30, 40 billion off your book, right? It's all pocket change. Yeah. She wants to live a life, obviously. That's why she's crazy, obviously, with her justice, right? Is it personal and business? Yeah, it's personal and business. Is VJ's dream with Ivan. Yeah. She wants to do the personal stuff with me. She also wants to be a successful actress, obviously, right? Movie star with Ivan. Yeah. Most famous movie stars in the world. And game star too, right? I mean the games too, right? Don't forget that, right? Yeah, and I got to talk about life with you, Ivan. That's why she's a psycho. She's crazy. Yeah. It's desperate crime, obviously, right? She actually knows it's too late for her. She got to by the gate. She's fucking stupid, man. She sold out when she has the keys. Yeah. Is that the symbols of how Eve got duped by Adam and yeah, dude? Yeah, it's symbols in the Bible of Adam and Eve. Eve got duped by Satan. Adam did not get duped. As I believe, you can make a case that Adam did not willfully take. Adam took the fruit knowing full well what he was doing. I think he knew Eve messed up. Because when you read the New Testament, it says Eve was deceived. Nor does it say Adam was deceived. It says Eve was deceived. And I believe it's the picture of Jesus. Adam voluntarily took that fruit and take the blame on his wife's behalf, just like Jesus took the blame on our behalf. That's why they call Jesus the second Adam. I believe that you can make a case. I don't know if Sam believes Adam was deceived or he knew full well what he was doing. I don't know Sam's position on that, but I think you can make a case that Adam was not deceived. Obviously, he knew full well what he was doing when he took that fruit. Yeah. Yeah. VJ got duped. I did not get duped, obviously. I may be poor and VJ's rich, but you see the difference. VJ may be rich, but she actually salted the gates. She has useless keys. Ivan may be poor, but his keys are not useless. And he wrote his maps out of his hands, and that book is worth billions. That's why VJ cries, because she knows I did it. She knows I'm going to make my billions. That's why she's crazy, obviously. She wants a piece of my money. Yeah, I want a piece of those billions, Ivan. I got duped. I want my free with you. I want you movies, everything, region value. She's fucking crazy that way. Are you gonna do a lot of traveling before you start skydiving? Oh yeah, I'm gonna spend take maybe 6 months off. I'm gonna tell VJ, yeah, let's take 6 months off. Just travel around the world until the house is built. We just travel around the world and stay at all these luxury suites and resorts. And once the house is built, we can now settle in our house, enjoy ourselves in Vancouver, and then we get ready to starting. The building is built, and now we're ready to work. And the Zane's movie's greenlit, and I hired my Hollywood 17. And what? And I'll have Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson flown in. I'm going to interview them. And one of those guys are going to be my star director for my movie, obviously. They're going to sign the mega deals for the movie, right? Mel Gibson will be 80, man. He's 70 now. He'll be in his 80s. Mel Gibson will be fucking old. Can he handle the work, though? That's the thing, right? I checked online. Mel Gibson's 70 years old. He's 70. I'll be king in a good, maybe, I don't know, 8 years from now, maybe. So when Mel Gibson directs the movie, he'll be in his 80s, 83 years old around there. He'll be in his 80s. It'll be fine, though. He'll still be able to direct the movie. That's why it's good to have an assistant to help him out, right? Because I'm going to have a chair for Mel Gibson when he's tired. Yeah, man, when you're tired, I'm going to have a directing chair for you. You just sit down if you're tired when you direct the scenes. Peter Jackson's 10 years, is 9 years younger than Mel. Peter Jackson's, I think, 62. So he's younger. But Mel's in better shape than Peter, right? Peter is bloated and fat. He doesn't work out right, yeah. Peter Jackson will be 73, 74 when he directs it. 75, 74 when he directs it. Mel Gibson will be in his 80s. He'll be old, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, sorry, guys. I farted. That's gross. Yeah. That's gross, guys. Yeah. But there are other candidates too. There's Denis Villeneuve. There's Ryan Coogler. Yeah. All those guys, right? Yeah, those guys are cheaper than Mel Gibson and Peter Jackson. I'll still sign them to a mega deal, but I won't pay them as much money. Those guys, right? Yeah, I think Denis Villeneuve would make an amazing James movie too. He's arguably like the best director in Hollywood right now. Right? Denis Villeneuve, right? Yeah, him and Christopher Nolan are like the two best directors in Hollywood. You can argue, in Hollywood right now, right? Denis Villeneuve, yeah, yeah. But Mel Gibson and Peter Jackson are top candidates, obviously, for the movie. Yeah, 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 yeah. Byron, you the curator of VJ's happiness. Of course I am. I'm fucking wife or husband. I'm the curator of happiness. Without Ivan, Victoria Justice is a mess, honestly. She's a whore and she's gonna keep crying to Ivan every night. That's how you know Victoria Justice can't do something, honestly. Not because she cries and tears me every night. That's how you know she can't do something, honestly. Because I'm green. I'm special too. I make a woman feel alive. That's why I'm the curator of happiness too, obviously. And VJ is the curator to me too. As if I stay green, I'll be fucked up. I'll be fucked up, obviously. I need VJ's blue to cure me. And don't forget, my father will refresh my brain. I'll be a new man, obviously, right? That's the gatekeepers fuck up your brain out of it. They're wicked people. Yeah, they knocked you out with a hammer or a rock. You think it's a coincidence, Ivan, that you didn't even know that you were God for like 22 years, that you had a wife? Yeah, they wiped your memory out of it. They did something to your brain. Wicked people. By knocking out that rock. And now I have a mental, they gave me the mental illness, obviously. Me being fucked up in the head has to do with my mental illness. Also, me mixing my eggs, me being green. That's also a part to play. I need VJ's blue to. Yeah, if Ivan's not with VJ, he's a bit of a mess, obviously. He needs VJ's blue to cure him, obviously. If I stay green, I'll be fucked up, obviously, right? Yeah. Obviously. And I'm the cure to VJ's happiness because why? I know when I'm with a woman, I make them feel alive. That's why you will want VJ to pay too. Yeah, I mean, it's not just VJ. You're special too. VJ has to pay for that too. We're not gonna let Victoria Justice get a virgin iron and all that stuff like that, man. No fucking way. We want a piece of VJ's husband. All we want, yeah, yeah. We're not gonna let Victoria Justice get you a virgin like that, man. No way, man. She has to pay too. You're special too. You're fucking wide eyed. VJ has to pay for that. That's why VJ's right away with me because you turned her virgin husband into an ex porn star, man. That's why VJ's right away with me because Ivan was a virgin before I paid the fee. A virgin guy, a fucking square, guys. I don't even know what it's like to make out with a chick, guys. I'm fucking innocent to burn VJ. That's why it drives VJ crazy if I ever touch one chick because I'm so innocent compared to her, right? She did it all, those guys. Ivan is fucking square. Yeah, I went to strip clubs, but I never hooked up with a chick, right? Strip clubs is just a lap dance or naked and they have a bikini, they dance on you. But I never had sex with a chick. Never made out with a chick, and I never what? Um, Hooked up with a chick. I don't even know what it's like to caress a chick. Yeah, that's how square I am. It's all brand new to me, honestly. I'm 34-year-old virgin. I guarantee that movie 40-Year-Old Virgin, which is an amazing movie by the way. 40-Year-Old Virgin is arguably my favorite comedy movie of all time. That's a fucking amazing movie for 40-Year-Old Virgin. You know what I'm saying? Paul Rudd was in that. Yeah, when he was younger, right? Before he became really big. Back then, Paul Rudd was not that big. He was in that movie. Yeah, that's arguably my favorite comedy movie of all time. That's a fucking amazing movie for a version. I love that movie. Yeah. Pineapple Express is up there for me too. I love Pineapple Express. Yeah. I guarantee that movie is a symbolism of me. Yeah, the guy in the movie, what's the guy's name again? Is it Steve Carell? Is that his name? The guy who was in The Office, right? Yeah. I guarantee it was symbols of me. Yeah, he's a virgin. He's square, and the guys try to get him laid. He watches porn and everything, and he gets like laid in the end of the movie by this chick. He's a 40-year-old virgin. He gets laid, man. Symbolism of Ivan. Yeah. So if I don't get a girlfriend, and I pay the fee, I will be a 40-year-old virgin. I'm a virgin, and Ivan, that virgin Ivan gets laid for the first time. He's no longer a virgin anymore. And he's banging like thousands of women, man. Yeah, Ivan's a virgin, a square virgin. The gates turn him into a manhorn, into a fucking porn star, pretty much, right? Banging thousands of women, and Ivan's no longer that square guy. That's why Victoria Justice right away with me, because you turned her virgin husband into a whore, a man-whore, man. Yeah, man. It's a good man. That's why you guys are blind. Yeah, we don't care if you're a virgin, Ivan. Like, you have to pay for that, Ivan. Pay for your book, and you have to pay BJ. And BJ has to pay for that. We're blind. Yeah. You want to turn a virgin man into a porn star, and you don't even care, guys. Yeah, we don't care. We're envious, Ivan. Like, Victoria Justice has to fucking pay for that, Ivan. We want to see you have sex. But you guys are crazy people. You're blind by your envy, man. Yeah, we don't care if you're a virgin. Yeah, that's why Victoria Justice Robert wants to pay the fee, man. Because you turned her husband, who was a virgin, into a fucking man-whore, man. Ivan was a virgin, man. Yeah, 40-year-old virgin. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan could have stayed a virgin until he's like 50, 60, 70, and you forced him to pay, and in doing so, he's now a man whore, and it's a setup, honestly. Yeah, I'm not stupid. I know you guys set the whole thing up for me to mess up too. I'm not an idiot. Yeah, how can we have Ivan mess up? If we turn him into a man whore and he's banging an innumerable woman, he will mess up. Because he's now a whore like VJ, and he has the sexual urges like VJ does. And those women are cats, don't forget that, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's how it was already me. She knew I was a virgin, obviously. Yeah, Ivan was a fucking virgin, man, and now he's a fucking man whore, man. Yeah, it's weird. Like, Ivan was an innocent, like, good, holy man, and he's not that. That man is gone. Yeah. Yeah. You think that's the symbols of Anakin turning to the dark side for love? Yeah, that's the symbols. Anakin makes a deal with the devil, and he does unspeakable things for Padme, who's the love of his life. Obviously, to save her from death, obviously. And Ivan makes a deal with the devil, and the Ivan that was once that square version of Ivan is no more. That's why Anakin cried at Mustafar, because he had the flashback of he cried because that innocent kid in Tatooine was no more. That kid was gone, obviously. Yeah, he did unspeakable things, obviously. The Ivan who was even though when I paid the fee, the Ivan Omara who's a virgin's gone. Obviously, I'll always have Victoria Justice in my mind, obviously, But now I'm a man who are banging thousands of women, and I guarantee you I'm gonna have that moment like Anakin where I cry because I'm gonna remember that innocent Virgin Ivan, and that Virgin Ivan is no more. He's not that. Ivan's not that man anymore. He's a fucking porn star banging thousands of women, and it wasn't his fault. Like the world forced him to do it. Otherwise, the world's not gonna let him be the VJ, and they're not gonna buy his book. Yeah, if I don't do it, you will not buy my book. You're not. Yeah, we're not gonna buy your book if you don't pay the fee, Ivan. You have to pay, otherwise we're not going to buy your book. Yeah, if I don't do it, the world won't buy my book, man. Right? Yeah. Anakin went to the dark side for love. Yeah, Ivan goes to the dark side to save his wife, obviously. Yeah. I mean, Torah Justice will remember yeah, I remember Ivan when he was a virgin, but that man is no more. He's not that innocent man anymore. No, I'm not. I'm a porn star now, man. That's why we just run away with me because she turned her innocent husband into a man whore. Yeah. Jackson Sarah. I'll get a pack of smokes after this. I could get beer, but if I get beer, I'll only have enough for tomorrow. I'm going to be 1 day short. 1 day short, obviously. Yeah. 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 Well, would you be shocked how rich the families are? Of course she will. That's why she's running anything once I pay the fee, obviously. She's shocked, obviously. Finally hit her mind, yeah, like you're the fucking gatekeeper. You could have opened the door for me in Hollywood. You locked the doors on me. Yeah. Yeah, VJ, we own the Hollywood system. She's like, what? You own the, yeah, we own it all, VJ. Like, Ivan's family and we own the Hollywood system. Yeah, they own the whole thing, man. They own the whole system. That's why VJ are shocked by how rich they are. Yes, me and VJ are bigger than them, and we create a universe, but don't forget, we're human beings. Like, it's shocking to know that, like, your families own everything in the world. Like, all the money in the world they control, man. Those hundreds of trillions they control. Yeah, we control it all, Ivan. Hollywood, the sport businesses, all academic, we control it all, Ivan. You sell to us, we will make you guys into stars. I'm like, look, man, I'm not gonna have you do like that, man. You do PG, you're gonna do me too. I don't need you to open the door for me for success. I can open the door myself, and you're gonna do me. You're a liar. I don't believe one will come out of your mind. You're not gonna open the door for me. You're gonna lock the door. Yeah, you'll let me make money, but you're gonna do me and take all my money. I'm not stupid. You do PG, you're gonna do me too. You think I'm stupid, guys? God gave me the keys for a reason because He knew you guys are crazy people. You're gonna dupe us. That's why I have my own keys. I can open the door myself for my own success. I don't need you to open the door for me. I can open the door myself. I have the keys to the kingdom. Yeah. Vijay will be shocked, obviously, by how rich the families are. holy shit, they own Hollywood, which means they could have opened the door for me. I could have been successful, but they locked the doors on me. That's why I have a shitty career. Yes, she's gonna figure it out. And that's why she's running with me once I pay the fee, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. That's how you know Victoria Justice only cares about you. Yes, because I'm her baby, obviously. That's why the only person she cares about is me. She doesn't really care about anyone else, right? In the world. I'm her husband now. She only cares about me. That's why once I pay the fee, she takes her things and she runs away with Ivan, obviously. Because that's all she cares about. She would tell me, yeah, I mean, as long as I'm with you, I'm happy. I don't need anyone else. Yeah, as long as I'm with VJ and she's with me, we're happy. We don't need anyone else. I don't need anyone else. As long as I'm with Victoria Justice, I'm happy. I don't need anyone else. Yeah. I'm used to it. I haven't had friends since like 2010. I've been a loner, guys. So I'm used to having no friends, right? Tony's a not bad friend of mine, but I mean, I hang out with him like maybe a couple times every couple of years, but I've had no friends since like 2010, guys. Because all my friends that obviously abandoned me after like high school, I became a loner. I was a loner for like, what, since 2010, so 16 years I've been a loner, so I'm used to it. Well, Tori just actually has friends in Hollywood. But once I pay the fee, she takes her things and she runs away with me, obviously. Once I pay the fee, Tori Justice takes her things and she runs away with Ivan, obviously. That's how you know she doesn't really care about anyone else, right? She only cares about me. She takes her things and runs away with Ivan once I pay the fee, right? Because we're not king and queen, we're trending wherever we go. And we're living the modern life, and we're living life, obviously, and the world's left behind. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually funny, I'm saying, yeah. 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 So Egypt will be shocked with my money me out your book. Yeah, she will. She's like, Ivan, how much money did you make out your book, by the way? I'm like, girl's fucking evil, man. Ivan, seriously, how much money did you make? I'm like, yeah, I made like $30 billion. You made $30 billion off your book? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit, I would a lot of that money. I know. You set that films with that money. I know. You bought that one with our house. I know. Yeah, she's shocked, obviously. She wants a piece of it. You gonna share it? I'm like, yes, VJ, will. Relax, calm down. I'm gonna share it with you, sweet. Chill. Fucking evil. How much money do you have in your bank? I have like $1 million in my bank card, $800,000 in my bank card. Yeah, she's like poor compared to me. Are you gonna put that in the same account? Yeah, I'll put it in the same account, even if it makes a difference, right? Yeah. And once I register for the card, that's when Victoria Justice will tell me, yeah, let's buy all the stuff. Register for the cards in Vancouver, the Scotiabank cards. And she's now sharing the billions with me, and that's when she's like, Ivan, let's get our clothes, let's get our car, let's get our jets, let's get our yachts, let's build a home in our house. So she tells me, obviously, let's start that film studio. Afford it all, obviously. Yeah. And VJ has to get used to the Canadian money, right? Well, we'll barely be paying with cash, right? People nowadays barely pay with cash. Everyone pays with a card, obviously. So the way you pay with your cards in Canada is the same way you pay with your cards in the States, obviously. But Victoria Justice has to get used to the Canadian money because she's American, she's not Canadian. She'll get used to the coins yeah. Canadian money is much nicer looking than American money, right? It's color. You have the different colors. It's fucking nice. And $1, $2, 25 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents are in coins. Whereas in the States, they don't have coins. It's all bills, right? In Canada, you have the coins. Victoria Justice will get used to that, the coins, obviously. Even though we're probably going to be paying cash, we're paying with our cards. Yeah. So when me and VJ register for the cards at the bank, obviously, we have to tell the bank we need to have an unlimited daily transaction for spending. That way we can get the jets and the yachts and all that stuff. Question, Sarah? Yeah. Talk for like 4 minutes, guys. That's good enough, right? Yeah. 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 That's why you're not gonna let the gates take your money. No, man. Even Victoria Justice, I guarantee you, when the gate's sitting upstairs and Tranisha comes out, Victoria Justice will start crying because she's scared. She knows, yeah, if Ivan sells, man, the gates win and our life will be destroyed. And VJ knows she's gonna see hell forever. And Victoria Justice knows if she sees hell, the relationship won't work. She'll be crying in my arms every night, man. She doesn't see Ivan. Yeah, that's how crazy she is. She has to see Ivan for the relationship to work. Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah. Well, Ivan, don't sell. I'm garbage and trash, Ivan. I see hell, Ivan. I like to be destroyed, Ivan. They're gonna dupe us, Ivan. You have the keys. You have to sell them, Ivan. Yeah, it's actually funny. Don't sell, Ivan. It's a trap, Ivan. I'm garbage and trash, Ivan. Yeah, Victoria knows she's garbage and trash. Yeah, rotten eggs, fish, man. Victoria Justice. She's garbage. Yeah, man. If you sell Ivan, you're gonna get a trash leftovers of Victoria Justice. You get the trash leftovers, Ivan. Because so many men touch me, Victoria Justice is garbage. She's rotten eggs and garbage. You guys thought you could do me? I got a garbage trash Victoria Justice. You guys seem stupid, man. I'm an idiot, guys. I know many men touched her. She's garbage and trash. Yeah, man. You sell Ivan, you're stuck with garbage, rotten eggs, Victoria Justice, and you're not going to get a smoking hot glowing beauty. And what? And the gates are going to control your money. They're going to take all your money and give you the beans. And you're going to be sharing Victoria Justice forever in the world. Forever, Ivan. So you're going to be miserable forever. Yeah. One reason why you guys want me to share forever, because you know I can live forever. So how can we destroy Ivan's life? Even though he can live forever with VJ, if he's fucking people every day, his life's destroyed. Because you envy the fact that I can live forever too. That's why you want me to share forever. Because you know I can live forever. Yeah, we know you can live forever, Ivan. It's not there. But if you live forever and you're sharing all the time, your life will be destroyed. Yes, I figured out. I'm not idiot, guys. Yeah, I'm that you can live forever with VJ, Ivan. That's why we want you to share forever too. We don't want you to be free with her forever like that. It's not fair. I choose your choice. I'm not having you guys do like that. No way. Yeah. 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 I'm meant to win the game, not you guys. My father gave me the keys for a reason. That way I don't have to sell to the gates, man. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, Father, you gave me the keys. I don't have to sell to the gatekeepers. Yeah, Ivan, you wrote the book. That brand's yours. The money's yours, Ivan. You have the keys. You don't have to sell to the gates. They may kill you, but I'm gonna wake you up 1 minute later, Ivan. You'd rather wake up 1 minute later than have them destroy your life with that, Ivan. I choose your choice. I'm not having guys do like that, man. No way. Yeah. Wake up 1 minute later, Ivan. You get VJ fresh, beautifully sweet and fresh, man. She's not tuna fish, rotten eggs anymore. Yeah, she gets the healing in the area and she's fresh, no STDs. And she sees Ivan, and you're gonna get her smoking hot with glowing beauty. Harder with glowing beauty, obviously. Victoria Justice. Like that Final Fantasy picture, got something like that, man. VJ will be fucking hot. And Ivan, you get the glowing beauty, Ivan, and you get your free with VJ, and you control the Xenos, man. Now, those blades go to you. The gates don't touch. Because the gates don't touch my money now, I can now make my billions on my book. They can't dupe me anymore because I didn't sell to them. Yeah, we can't take that money, touch that money. He didn't sell to us. Yes, they can't touch my money. I didn't sell to the gates. So the 25, 30 billion you make off your book, Ivan, is yours and VJ's. You know, with that money, you can start your film studio with VJ. You could turn your book into a movie like Lord of the Rings, an epic movie like Lord of the Rings. You can get Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson out of Hollywood, pay them a mega contract for your movie. As your directors, as your star directors. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. 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 And you get to live forever, VJ, if you don't forget that. Forever young. Yeah. So I get the glowing beauty. I stay young forever with VJ. So I don't know, I meet VJ in my 40s. We're like 30 years old. Something happens to ourselves. We look younger. And I get to live forever with VJ too in the world that we created, the universe we created. Obviously. The reason why we can live forever is because we're God. We're fucking timeless beings. Our spirit is timeless, right? We're a fucking source. We created time to we're eternal beings. Oh, yeah, I mean, you're eternal beings, you're God. That's why you can live forever. That's why I can live forever. Because I fucking create everything, right? That's why I'll be living forever in the old region, obviously. Which you guys are all gonna pass away as decades go by. I don't hate you guys. I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, man, like, that's why we want you to share. Because you guys also envy the fact that I can live forever. But yeah, it's not fair. I mean, you're gonna live forever like that with VJ, man. We want to destroy your life forever. That's why we want you to share forever. So even though I and VJ live forever, their life's destroyed forever. Yeah, that's why you want me to share forever. I might have you guys do my that, but no way. I don't want to share with billions of people around the world. You guys are fucking great people, man. Like, that's crazy. Never ending. Yeah, never ending, guys. That's crazy when you think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy when you think about it, right? Never ending. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you read are gonna know the world like 2100. I will. 2100 74 years from now. Long time from now, but like, yeah, I'll be alive to see that. You guys won't, right? Yeah. It's gonna be weird because all the guys who I remember who I knew at Darcy would have passed away. Obviously, they're all like they all passed away by 2100. It's weird. It's a new generation of people, obviously, and all the people I knew at Darcy and everything, they all passed away. It's a new generation. I'm still young forever. As long as I'm gonna be with VJ forever in the world. It's weird, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you're fucking lucky, man. You get to live forever with fucking VJ in the world. Yeah, because I'm fucking God, guys. I created the universe. That's why I can live forever. You guys can't, obviously. You don't have a gene to live forever. Yeah, it'd be nice for us to have that gene, man, to live forever, but you don't. You don't have the gene of God to live forever. I do. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna shut my younger stepbrother off for good, man. Once I come back to life, I'm like, yeah, like you know full well, you guys killed me. I came back to life. You believe me now that I'm fucking God? He's like, whatever. He'll never admit that I'm God, obviously, because they're crazy people. But yeah, yeah. You guys are such psychopaths. You even act like I'm not God, man. You guys are a fucking mess like me, man. Fucking psychopaths. Yeah, it's part of the game. We have to keep quiet. We have to act like you and BG are not husband and wife, and that you're not God. It's part of the game, Ivan. Yeah, protect 0-1. We don't want you being a VJ. Zero Victoria Justice. Yeah, yeah. Protect 0-1, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, we dream every night. We see hell, obviously. Hence, Victoria Justice can't be with you either. I can we're obvious. We don't want you guys being together. You guys are crazy people. Protect 0-1, obviously. That's why she's crazy, because she knows about the game. Protect 0-1. Yeah, the world. Yeah, I figured it out. The world says 0 VJ. Ivan can't be with her. Yeah, because the mess that we made. Yeah, that's why she's crazy, because she knows the world will never let her be with me. Obviously, that's why she's crazy. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah, we have to protect the game, Ivan. It's part of the game. You guys are master crazy fucking people. Yeah. Does the world know you're God? Yeah, the world knows I'm God, but they act like I'm some average person, obviously. Like I'm just an average Joe. But they know I'm God. Yeah, we know you're God. We act like you're an average person. You're just a random average Joe, Ivan. Yeah. I remember the doctor, I went to the doctors. They asked me, Ivan, do you want to do STD testing and all that stuff? You know what I'm saying? So you guys even act like STDs are a rare thing when you know everyone around the world is infected with STDs because you guys are X. So you guys are a mess, man. You're crazy fucking people, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I remember the doctor, she told me, Ivan, you want to do any STD testing or something like that? I already took my STD test. Yeah, I took my STD test. I went to the doctors like in 2018. I told you my story, right? I thought for 8 years I thought I had an STD. I thought I had like herpes. I thought I had an STD. I saw this stuff growing around inside of my area. I now know what it is. It's like heavenly spices and seasonings. It keeps my area fresh. But before I thought it was like an STD, but it's not. I took an STD test. I went to the doctors and I'm like, yeah, I think I have an STD. He's okay. I even pulled on your pants. I pulled on my pants. Yeah. Let me see. And let me see. I pulled it out, and he looked at it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's Lynching plainness. Doctor even lied about my diagnosis. It's not Lynching plainness. It's like heavenly seasonings. But because you guys are a mess, yeah, we can't say it's heavenly spices because we don't want to admit that you're God either. So even the doctors lied. The doctor lied to me. He said it's Lynching plainness. But it's not Lynching plainness. It's heavenly spices. It keeps my area fresh. Obviously. It's like heavenly spices, seasonings. It keeps it fresh, obviously. But the doctor says Lynching plainness. You talk with Ivan, you're good, you're fine. You don't have an STD, Ivan. He's Ivan. I remember when I heard that, I had that huge relief. Imagine for 8 years you were depressed, thinking you have an STD. You go up to the doctor tells you don't have an STD, and you're just like, you have that like relief lifted off your chest, man. But I thought everyone around the world was healthy at the time, and I thought STDs were rare. But the whole time, everyone around the world has STDs and they're infected with STDs. And Ivan is the one who's fresh and pure, and I'm the one who thought I had the STD for like 8 years. Crazy story. I already took my STD test. I went to the doctor, they told me I'm clear of STDs. I went to the doctors like 8 years ago. And I haven't touched a woman too, so but I have protection from STDs and getting infectious diseases from women and all stuff, right? Yeah. Yo, Ivan, man, like we're all infected with STDs. That's why we can't see your father. Yeah, you guys are dirty. You're not meant for me, man. That's why you're never going to see my father. They go, oh, I'm saying, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yo, it'd be nice for us to see that light, man. Yeah, but you guys are never going to see the light, man. You don't deserve to see the light. You're never going to see the light. That's how it works, right? I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, we want to see that light. Yeah, but you're never going to see my father. Only Victoria Justice is the only one who gets to see my father. You guys don't, obviously. That's why Victoria Justice is a psycho, because she actually saw the light when she was a kid. She remember, yeah, and I remember what it was like seeing that beautiful light when I slept, man. I saw Ivan, and now I don't see Ivan, I see hell. And that's why she's a psycho and she's crazy, obviously. She wants to see that light badly, but she's never, as long as she's infected with this STDs on, so Victoria Justice is never going to see Ivan until I save her. That's why she's crazy. Yeah, man. That's what made you live in life. Anyways, guys, this is Horizon the show. As I'm saying, peace out, guys. Horizon show, man. Peace out. Don't hate me, guys. Peace out.